There comes a moment in every dreamer's life when the world goes silent and doubt starts whispering. Maybe it's time to give up. That's the moment that decides everything. Because success doesn't belong to the smartest or the strongest. It belongs to those who refuse to quit. Napoleon Hill called it the turning point of all greatness. He said, "Most people are 3 feet from gold when they stop digging." You see, Hill didn't just write those words. He lived them. He spent 20 years chasing a dream no one believed in. He was broke, forgotten, rejected, but he kept writing, kept studying, kept holding on to one belief, that somewhere behind failure, success was waiting for him. He once wrote, "A quitter never wins, and a winner never quits." Simple words, but behind them lies the story of every man and woman who ever built something great from nothing. Let's go back to the early 1900s. A young gold miner named R.U. Darby was digging in the mountains of Colorado. He found a few traces of gold, got excited, bought heavy machinery, and started digging with everything he had. But after weeks of work, the gold vein disappeared. He tried again and again. Nothing. Frustrated, defeated, he sold his tools and walked away. The man who bought his equipment hired an engineer and discovered that the gold vein was just 3 feet from where Darby had stopped digging. 3 feet. That was the difference between quitting and fortune. Napoleon Hill used this story to teach the world one thing, that success often hides just beyond failure. Every setback is a test, asking one question: how badly do you want it? Most people give up right before the miracle happens. They walk away, not knowing how close they were. But the few who stay, the few who fight one more round, try one more idea, believe one more time, they're the ones who change everything. Hill saw this pattern in every successful person he interviewed. Henry Ford failed 5 times before building his first car. Thomas Edison tried 10,000 experiments before creating the light bulb. Colonel Sanders faced over 1,000 rejections before someone said yes to his chicken recipe. Each of them had moments of doubt. Each of them could have quit, but they didn't, because they all shared one invisible force: persistence. Napoleon Hill said, "Persistence is to human character what carbon is to steel. It's what gives strength to the spirit. Every time you choose to keep going, you become stronger, wiser, harder to break. Failure doesn't mean it's over. It means you're learning what doesn't work." He wrote, "Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. So when life hits you, don't ask, 'Why me?' Ask, 'What is this teaching me?'" There was a time when Hill himself was tested to the limit. After years of research, he finally finished his life's work, his book, but no one wanted to publish it. He faced rejection after rejection. He was broke, his family was struggling, and there were nights he thought about giving it all up. Then one day, he remembered the story of R.U. Darby. He remembered his own words, 3 feet from gold, and he whispered to himself, "I will not quit." A few months later, his book Think and Grow Rich was published. It went on to inspire millions and change the world forever. Imagine if he had quit just one step earlier. That's the cruel beauty of success. You never know how close you are until you hold it in your hands. So if you're struggling right now, if the world feels heavy and nothing seems to work, this message is for you. Don't quit, because your moment might be closer than you think. Hill said that every person has to go through a testing period before success reveals itself. He wrote, "When you begin to move toward your goal, you will meet temporary defeat. But if you persist, you will be rewarded." It's as if the universe asks, "Do you really mean it?" And only those who answer with action get to see what's waiting beyond struggle. Persistence isn't just about working hard. It's about believing hard. When you fail once, you lose effort. When you fail twice, you lose hope. But when you fail 100 times and still believe, that's when destiny starts moving in your favor. It's not luck. It's not magic. It's faith in motion. Hill taught that the difference between ordinary people and extraordinary ones is simply the ability to keep going when others stop. He said, most great people have attained their greatest success just one step beyond their greatest failure. So the next time you feel like giving up, remember, you might be standing one step before your victory. Think of a seed buried under the soil. It lies there in darkness, unseen, while storms rage above it, but it doesn't stop growing because it knows its moment will come. That's persistence. That's faith. That's success in its purest form. The truth is, everyone wants success, but few are willing to endure the silence, the waiting, the countless unseen efforts. But the ones who do, they rise higher than anyone else, because success isn't a race. It's a test of heart. The question is not, how fast can you win? It's, how long can you believe when nothing seems to work? Napoleon Hill left behind a timeless message. Defeat is never real until it is accepted as final. So never accept it. Never call failure the end. Call it a lesson. Call it a signal to adjust. Call it your proof that you're still in the game. One day, when your dream finally happens, you'll look back at all the moments you almost gave up and smile, because you'll realize those moments were the reason you made it. They taught you patience, discipline, and courage. They built you for the life you were dreaming of. So if today feels hard, if you're tired and your faith is fading, don't quit. Rest if you must. Cry if you must. But don't quit, because your success is waiting for the one version of you that refuses to stop walking. The world doesn't belong to the fastest. It belongs to the most faithful, the ones who stay, the ones who try again, the ones who whisper in the dark, I'm not done yet. And that whisper, that stubborn, quiet, unbreakable voice inside you, that is the sound of success being born.